Precincts of the Moe,
Chez Moe, yeah.
formerly known as Stuckmo.
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 Close the mouth to the lips. Stuckmo.
Stuckmo. It's a Scandinavian word.
No umlauts involved.
Well known. Many Stuckmos in Scandinavia.
Yes, mostly from Bergen. That's up north. That's just inside.
That's sort of like bourbon?
Yeah, not spelled like Bergen. It's like Bergen, like the name, like Candice Bergen.
Right.
Berg is means town, really. It means Berg. Same in German. My name could have been Nielsen, you realize that. Nielsen impregnated my great-grandfather and mother. This was easier at that time. And then ran off into the fjords. And Stuckmo took her in.
I have a similar background. Could have been Haidu. Haidu. No, it's Hungarian. Haidu.
Oh, I don't know.
It's spelled H-A-J-D-U. Hajdu.
Yeah, not bad.
Hajdu.
You?
I hate that. Yeah, I'm glad I have Brunanski, actually.
That's a good name.
Prefer that
Good
to
name,
Hajdu.
Yeah, Hajdu. Yeah.
But Brunanski was, in fact, a British, or rather a Polish general. My dad called him a private, but he's apparently have been improved in rank over the years until now he's a general. Polish general married this Hajdu woman. She was a widow, and she had 3 boys, and the boys took on the Brunanski name.
Yes.
But that's all bullshit, apparently. I've been living with that all my life, telling that story forever, right, for 55 years, until I learned that Brunanski is Hungarian.
Huh?
It's not Polish at all. It's a Hungarian name.
It's
spelled B-R-U-N-Y-A-N-S-Z-K. Why?
Oh, I see.
Really beautiful. I wish it could be spelled like that now.
I wish my name was still Stuckmo too.
Yeah.
But I could change back later.
Larry could still be Larry.
Yeah, he could be Larry Stuckmo.
Yeah.
No problem.
No.
My name wasn't Larry Curly.
Were your folks not aware of the Stooges
no,
then?
I
guess not.
No television. And it's bad enough just having Moe. Still, where's Larry Curly?
Larry Moe, and his nickname is Curly.
Call him Curly.
Yeah.
You always call him Curly.
My name's Larry Moe, but you can call me Curly. Remember it was me.
Who did that?
I think this morning we walked the Danforth. We had breakfast at the Detroit Cafe.
Yeah.
So we had the breakfast. It was very satisfactory.
I thought it was fine breakfast.
Yeah. We met the man himself, Mr. Detroit.
Mr. Detroit and his son. They served us.
Personal service. We walked by the Eaton.
Walked by the Eaton House, yeah.
Eaton House, which is spelled E-T-O-N.
Because of the Eaton name, Eaton could not sell cigarettes. You know, Eaton Corporation,
Eaton,
which is now closed.
Where they have an open mic, where in fact a friend of Dave's daughter is in fact in charge of the comedy night. She does stand-up comedy. It's called Standing on Danforth. Tell me more about the Danforth.
Well, it was originally Irish immigrants, and some that started farms mostly, and Scots, The Greeks, I believe, came in between the wars. I suppose as a way of getting out of Greece, and they formed their whole community here and here for the next mile and a half. It's basically what you call Greek town. The oldest one.
One of the first Greek restaurants.
I know Mania, Sarah, a friend said, one of the oldest ones. The ones that first came across.
And now the coastline is just a disco.
Edward Viaduct, built in the 30s or late 20s, and that linked to the Danforth from Bloor Street, the main avenue, one of the main avenues in Canada, and it intersects with Yonge Street, Bloor and Yonge, right?
This is the Danforth Baptist church. What's the name of this church?
See, I told you have to check. It's called the Lady something, Lady of Grace.
The Church of the Holy Name, which is, that was the biblical term for a no-name.
Yeah.
No-name church.
Kind of the pigeons up there. Pretty well balanced architecture, I think. Gym in the basement. You know the Cinderella Man? Cinderella Man that shot in the basement of here. It's a gym. Set it up as a boxing arena.
All these churches within a block. These huge churches. No wonder it's called Toronto the Good. Timothy's,
the world. People die, the Greeks leaving and other people coming in. It's become fairly gentrified in the sense of young families. It's a place to buy a house, like in the 60s and 70s. You pay in the annex, whereas near the university you'd be paying. Houses are becoming prime at that time, a lot of money. But here you could pick up a house. Bought a house down here 20 years ago, $65,000. Now worth $400,000, $500,000.
they all have front porches. You know what happened to front porches? The automobile. There were a lot of closed-in verandas in Saskatchewan. This is the workers' section right at the end of our gracious neighborhood. Okay, we're getting up to another of the workers' houses. Did you say it's gay stuff?
Great stuff.
Oh.
The other, I don't know. Maybe the other.
Dave's got a few hangouts there.
Yeah, I got
A few of his old hangout guys were, in fact, one of them was sitting there already having a drink about noon, having a $3 beer.
They sell more nickel than anyone in Toronto. They sell $3 a pint.
So that's there.
3 1/4 just went up last week because they raised their price.
I know. The dollar store went
That's
up.
only before 5 o'clock. It goes up at 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Gotta
Well,
watch. If you go screaming in there, I can run.
who can't?
I can actually run.
Right.
If I got 3 minutes, I can make it just in the. I forget the time. Get one in.
Yeah.
Before 5.
And I mean, you want to get drunk before 5 anyway.
Of course. No, I just go there to listen to these people. It's great. And I've got a few friends there. Nice. I keep it to a beer, you know, and that's it. One guy's a thief. He's been in jail a few times. He's about 80 years old. Still a Confederate thief. And they tease him about it all the time. Watch your cottage, you know, kind of thing. He's from Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan. Traveler, rode the rails, roamed around. Lives upstairs. There's 20 residents upstairs. Never been up there. Look, then it's a hospice in a way because the bartender will kind of tell you when you're going to actually hurt yourself.
And I'd say the population here still, with people, many people are aging now and people are moving away. But basically, I would say, in terms of business and in terms of population, it's probably about 50% Greek.
Then we passed a church where they have a gospel a choir, gospel service.
They do. And they sing hallelujah and praise the Lord, but they do a little rolling around the floor too. Holy rollers? I was raised in a holy roller myself, you see. I speak in tongues.
Do you have a record of this? Documentation?
No, I don't have any documentation at all.
Do you have any documentation of your music in any way, shape, or form?
Well, I used to have television programs with Adrian Cox.
I mean, if we dug out the CBC file footage, we could
You'd
find
find
you?
it. You'd find it.
Find you?
You could find it, yeah.
Doing what?
I was voyeurs, actually. The voyeur.
You were on TV?
Yeah, we had a weekly
I
show.
wonder if they recorded this stuff in those days.
Well, they didn't, actually. They put it on the Cine.
Okay.
They shot it on film.
Is it still around?
Well, some of it's destroyed. There's a very famous one. The first, this Bob Dylan, Toronto. And this thing, he just sat on a stool and he sang his song, where the wind's blowing in the wind, stuff like that. The first thing I asked when I went to CBC to work on contract, I said, what, did they actually paint the sets before black and white color TV? They said, in fact, they did. Because you could just use grayscale, right? And work it out perfectly.
Yeah.
You didn't have to use.
I wonder if the costume designers at Edith Head in the black and white days would have worried about color coordination.
They did, actually.
I'm sure they did.
Because they had a stage background. Because they would
Yeah.
colors that were
I should do a black and white.
Yeah, I did all my, I converted all my subway stuff to black and white.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'm going to probably paint on it after, so that's why I wanted black and white stuff. I'll probably use some colored paints. But I like black and white still. Good black and white. Jim Jurassic, Jermush. You ever see Down by Law?
Yeah. The one I liked was the one where the camera was completely still. And it was like a stage play. The camera never moved.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole film.
Really? People just walked in and
People just walked in and out, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
It was,
well, just to show you.
it was character driven, you know,
Yeah,
as opposed to that.
It wasn't action. Well, Hitchcock said never move the camera unless you have to.
So when I did my mother's final days in the
Yeah.
hospital, I have shots of her, face for minutes and minutes at a time.
Yeah,
And it becomes something.
I know.
Like you said, it doesn't change, but you do.
Yeah,
As you watch it,
yeah.
you begin to see
You begin to notice that you have to
who she
examine,
was and what she is and how she feels. And
Yeah.
you read everything in the face. It takes time.
People don't have time for that now.
You know, people just aren't deep anymore. They're shallow because they have to be to cope with the stream of sensation in the world today.
Yeah. It's
Would
helpful.
you like a little drink, a little tiny?
No, thanks.
Nothing? Water?
Oh, I'm fine right now.
While I'm gone, tell them just about your life, what you do on a typical week of David Moe.
Typical week of well, typical day, get up in the morning, sun's shining, that's a good day. I basically eat pretty healthy breakfast. Got a guest now who likes the old grease fix, but I don't object to that. Once in a while I like the grease fix, nice too. But generally eat a lot of granola, a lot of fruit and vegetables, eat meat maybe twice a week. Okay, that's not my day though. My day is I usually go to the gym, got a little circuit I do about 150 crunches and do a little muscles training, that's all. No weights, nothing. Trying to rebuild my shoulder a bit, so I go every day. Figure it costs about $1 a day, not bad. But cheaper than a coffee, that's all. But sometimes I have a coffee as a Starbucks across the street, so what are you gonna do? So, that's the morning pretty well taken care of. Sometimes I work in the afternoons, teach them, and teach adults, learning disabilities, all kinds of inabilities. Some of them have MS, some of them have cerebral palsy, that kind of thing, you know, just can't learn the language. Some of them are purely autistic, and autistic geniuses, but they don't have a second personality, they only have the one. So I don't understand autism myself, but I've been studying a little bit of it, and every individual is kind of different. And
it's a disease du jour.
Yeah, it is. It's one that was ignored and not and discovered until fairly recently, or at least identified and seen as something else in the city. So that's the kind of people I teach in the afternoons sometimes. Great variety, and they're joyful. They're joyful people who live their lives. They know they have disabilities, and it brings joy to my heart to be there and be given something back, just given something back. I've been given a lot of gifts. God knows I owe a lot of people. So then I come home, generally, stop a bit, I have a jar to eat, maybe I went home, I felt like I talked to the lads, see who's alive, see who's dead, count the heads, and that's about it. I do a lot of cooking, I do most of the cooking, so dinner is a big thing. We used to buy veggies fresh every day, get to the bakery, buy fresh bread, maybe pick up some meat if there's meat to be eaten, I eat it. You know, a little meat, maybe, and fish mostly, a lot of fish, good fish market down here. Evenings, don't watch any television anymore, used to, it doesn't work so well anymore, the old television. So, I just have a kind of I read books a fair amount, and I listen to music, you know, I can still listen to music, and right now, I got a little bit of routine's a little cracked up by meeting a friend I hadn't seen in person, although I kept in communication one way or another for the last 13 years. So we're having a little music playing. I never played music with people for a while. So I played with my brother a little, but I play a few. I've lost most of my friends I played music with. I don't really play much anymore.
Please look yonder coming down the railroad track. Hey, look yonder coming down the railroad track. Wait till your boss is special, bring my baby back. When I'm going down to Florida, get some sand in my shoes. And I'm going down to Florida, get some sand in my shoes. I ride that old dog special, lose these New York blues. And when you go to Florida, get me some wine. If you go to California, get me a big bottle of wine. Well, I don't care if I do that. They talk about your Rambo, she's the fastest train on the line. Talk about your Rambo, she's the fastest train on the line. But she's the old dog special, she's down the seaboard line.
So I go to the temple, I'm a Buddhist, Tibetan Buddhist. I shouldn't say I am one. I practice Buddhism, which is the proper term. Buddhism is not a religion, it's a practice. There's no deity.
Like Scientology. It's not a religion.
Okay. It's a money-making
It's
scheme.
not a psychology. It's not psychology.
It's a scheme.
It's just all the answers to the vital questions of the human mind.
No, don't answer mine, I'm afraid. I guess I need some.
And he's anti-television,
I am kind
especially any screen over the size of 13 inches.
Why would you want a screen over 13 inches? Jesus. I want a screen over 13. I can go to IMAX.
Are you interested in the
IMAX.
visual arts whatsoever?
Well, TV I don't consider visual arts.
Oh.
That's why I got out of them, yeah. In fact, most of the movies I worked in my life I didn't consider visual arts either. Most of them were shite. And about, I say, 1 out of 10 movies that I worked on was worth it. That I felt that I contributed something.
Did you not feel
unique to it.
Chautauqua Girl was quite a good one?
Yeah, it was a pretty good one.
That was
Just
a good
because
one.
of the spirit of it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was artistic. It
No.
had the right people necessarily, but it was a good idea, good concept, good script.
It had a certain
And
style.
it had a nice style, yeah. Good cinematographer, a guy I've worked with, Vic Sarin, several times at CBC. When I'm working with him, my work looks better, his work looks better. That's
And
my
Janet
work.
Lane Green was very good.
She's a sweetheart. And we became good friends then. I see her a lot. Whenever I see her. She's married to another actor called Bruce Savage, which is a very fine actor.
I worked with him
Yeah, you worked
on the
with him?
Beachcombers.
Oh yeah, he's a funny guy. I love him.
He was in a hockey movie too.
He was in that big series we did too,
Yeah.
Chasing Rainbows.
He was,
Sports 13
he was
Hours.
kind of a gawky guy in a funny way, kind of an oddball looking
Yeah,
character,
yeah.
wasn't he? Kind of a tall, big-headed guy.
Yeah, he's kind of well, he's big, like dark hair, really
Yeah.
intense dark hair, curly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's big. Yeah, I never think of him as being really big.
He looked kind of like a buffalo.
Yeah, he kind of looked like a buffalo. He's got that he had kind of good build, kind of good wedge-shaped body, and so he kind of did have that buffalo look to him.
So he was with Janet Lane Green.
Janet Lane Green married to him. A few kids actually.
Yeah. She reminded me a little of Frances Hyland.
Frances Hyland,
I
yeah.
remember the old girl. The
Yeah,
old
she
actress.
a bit of
She
that,
was
yeah.
wonderful.
I never
a little
saw her.
bit in a
Mhm.
way, just poor
Have
girl.
you seen
poor
old
man's
stage
girl.
photos? Excuse me, I've seen old stage photos from Stratford and stuff and out of Highland, and she does look like her. She does.
Just the style of her,
Yeah.
especially in Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, you were saying that you had worked on about 10 major films,
Oh yeah, 10. Well,
in which you were the
Movies-
key designer.
no, I'd say I worked
or-
on about 30, and I'd say one of the 3 of them I think I maybe contributed something significant.
Which were those besides?
One is a film called The Bruce Curtis Story. It was the movie of the week. It's a
Oh,
film
yes.
based on a true story of a kid in Nova Scotia that got banged up in American jail for murder.
Mm-hmm.
The other one was a film called Margaret Sanger.
Oh,
She's
yes.
Margaret Sanger, and that won an award.
That was very popular in this country.
Yeah. And I worked with the director I worked with before called, his name Paul Shapiro. He's American now, but he was a big influence on the film, and the best cinematographer in Toronto right now. He's in LA now. He moved.
Worked on that Margaret Sanger
LR,
story.
yeah.
Remind me just quickly, what was the Margaret Sanger story?
She was she's an emancipator for birth control for women.
Oh,
she knew Emma
yes.
Goldman and all those people. And shot in Toronto, but it was New York. We mean New York,
And were
1913.
you were the production designer?
Yeah.
Wonderful, because that is a wonderful story, and that's a period piece.
Yeah,
So
in 1913.
you must have done your
Oh yeah,
homework.
well, it's a beauty for a production designer, and especially when you got to shoot the whole thing in Toronto. So we had to build, back lots and all this.
You know, all of American progress has been fraught with conflict and resistance, just as the Medicare situation right now is. It's the same thing with civil rights. They're
Yeah.
equating this with the civil rights movement in that there's so much hostility, such a struggle to bring this about,
Yeah.
and in fact it's so freaking, important and just and fair.
Yeah. Well, it's a big decision for a lot of Americans, and they just the word just to America is not made up of. America does not have communication that we have between in the country. We think we're a divided country, but compared to the states, I mean, a state doesn't give a hot damn, doesn't give a shit for federal politics. I mean, their state is a state. And they hold the opinions of that state, and that's it. I mean, I know there's a
Well, like
there's
in
a split.
Texas, you have the
Yeah.
right to bear arms. Right?
Yeah, right.
In fact, one state, in fact, it's against the law not to walk around with a gun.
Yeah, I think it's California.
No, it's one of those
It's
near
dangerous.
misses in there.
It's Texas, bro. Yeah.
Because as an unarmed person, you're drawing attention to
Yeah, right.
yourself. You're allowing crime to be.
Yeah, you are. You are.
You are.
You
It's
might-
just like I would equate it with, I believe strongly in vaccination. You know, there's a movement afoot now that vaccinations causes autism.
There you go.
I mean, there's a movement that against vaccination, but in fact, if you do not vaccinate, what you do is you bring about the, you know, the contagion